Hi guys! Hi! Today, now that it's been some time that we've been doing these videos, and you guys have been following along, or even if this is the first video that you see, we thought that it would be cool to do one on how we met.
I know. It's a good story. So basically, it was about 4 years ago. I remember I was going through a breakup, and I was really lonely, and I just like needed to do like a total reshift in my life. And I had been living in New York City for 4 years at that point. I was fresh out of college, fresh out of like a really serious relationship, and was living in the city, then moved to Brooklyn, and decided to find a church. Started going to this church, C3 Brooklyn. Didn't really know anybody, and I had some friends, but they were all so closely tied to my ex that it was just one of those really uncomfortable things where nothing felt like my own, and there was so much politics and drama behind friendships that I didn't really know it, but I decided that I needed just a fresh start. So I'll let you take it from there.
It's crazy because for me it was sort of a similar story. Cammy had already been in New York for a while, but I hadn't. I had actually just moved. And also starting a fresh start. I was actually married, and that didn't work out, unfortunately, but I've always wanted to move to New York. So I've moved to New York and was starting a new chapter of my life. And also, we both are Christians, so we both have gone to church for a long time. So I was also looking for a new church in a new city, and found C3 Brooklyn. And started going there when it was really small. There was not a lot of people there, but totally like trying to rebuild my life as well. I just remember it was really small, and then one day, I don't know. Actually, I feel like I had noticed you before.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that girl, she has like a really interesting look. And I was like, I wish we could be friends. I think I was like thinking about that. Change numbers, and I think that's the first step in making a friend. Be open the way Cammy was. And then the second step was me actually following up on it. So it was almost like, not like flirting, but it's like you have to have a little bit of game. I was like, hey, when are you showing me around?
So I remember I picked out my favorite cafe in the neighborhood. It was this cafe called AP Cafe, and it was very minimal and beautiful. And I remember AP had just opened up, so that's why I picked it. And we actually have a photo from the first day.
Yes, we do.
I remember what Karina was wearing. She was wearing this like long trench and these like cute heels, and I had my very short hair, and I think I was wearing Converse, white Converse.
Yeah, and maybe like shorts.
I don't remember. We have the photo. I think I had a trench coat too, like my vintage Burberry trend. Yeah, oh my gosh, this is like a blast from the past. Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, you are wearing your...
I was really intimidated. I was like, man, this girl is so cool. Just like very minimal, like you have like a mature sense to you, which I really liked. But I think if you hadn't thrown yourself out there, like I don't know if I would have pushed for our friendship, which was kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Because it's weird, it's like, I don't know, you're intimidating. So I was like,
I think what stuck out to me the most was at the time I was blogging on my own, and I've been blogging for years. And I had shared that, and it was like I had just arrived in New York, so there's a big vision, big dreams, and like, I'll help you with whatever. I can take your photo. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's like anybody that, any girl these days, like Instagram husband, you know, but if you have like a friend that's like, I can take your photo, and it feels so like, oh, I don't have to beg anymore.
I know. I think at that time I didn't have a blog. Yeah. I had like a little Tumblr that I would like throw photos up on. So I liked doing that, like taking photos. It both dawned on us that we really loved spending time together, and since we were both doing it, we were like, why don't we just collaborate? And why don't we just do this together as one blog? Open House is really like a nod to our love for minimalism, with like house is the German spelling of house, and
Yeah.
we were just like so in awe of how open we were to friendship, to a community, and a large part of our story is community, and so that's why we came up with the name of Open House Collective. And
Yeah.
I don't know, collective just seemed kind of chic and cool.
Yeah. We decided to do that. We had our little launch with balloons. We did a little photo shoot.
Yep.
It was very cute. And I think we launched it right around Fashion Week.
Right around Fashion Week.
Yeah. So it was like September, 3 years ago.
That's so insane.
I know. Oh my gosh. Zero.
I know. We've come a long way.
Yeah.
Our first trip together was to LA. I had never been. And I think you had been before.
Maybe? I don't remember.
And I was still dealing with the ramifications of that breakup. Remember the breakup from the very beginning? And so basically my ex was getting married and all my friends were going, and Karina was like, well, why don't you just get out of the city when it's happening and come to LA with me? And so I jumped at the chance. And I think at the time, like, I didn't have a job, so it was kind of like, yeah, I can come with you to LA. A serious relationship, and like Karina mentioned, she was married, and we were both in this place where we were dealing like just levels of like loneliness because like relationships had failed. And what dawned on me about a best friend was just like you have this partner in crime that you could do anything with, and it made things a lot easier. But the nice thing about like a female friendship is like that companionship.
Yeah.
You can have that forever.
So now we're 3 years later. We're here. Our friendship has evolved. Open House has evolved.
Yeah, I have long hair now.
Yeah. Camilla has long hair now. My hair is crazy as always.
You wear color now?
I wear color now? That's a thing. Oh my gosh.
When we launched Open House Collective, Karina could not wear color. I had to like fight her about it.
We actually got into an argument.
Big fight about that.
Yeah, I mean, she was like, our photos would look more interesting if you wore color or if you tried something different. And I was like, don't make me be something I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. But yeah.
You just honestly felt so uncomfortable wearing color. Like, you were like a hardcore minimalist.
Yeah, it was,
I was not. I was like, let's try different looks. Yeah.
No, it just didn't feel natural.
I know.
And now 3 years later, here we are.
I know.
Right?
We're known as a pair, which is kind of interesting.
Even
like,
in real life.
Even
it's
in real
not
life.
an act.
No, it's strange. It's like if one's invited, everybody assumes that it's the duo of us. Or it's like sometimes it's annoying because sometimes I'll text one of you, not the both of us, as if we like will just speak to each other about certain things. And it's cute when like younger girls are like, I want a Karina, or I want like people are genuinely inspired by our friendship, which is cool. And just like anything, friendship or relationship isn't easy, even if it's like two girls. And it takes just as much work, commitment, patience, understanding, gracious. It's just purely commitment. It's just saying like, hey, you are you, and I'm gonna love you regardless, and I want to be your friend and walk through life with you. And I think that's been really special.
I think the point of the story is, and why we did this video, is also to show that, you know, on the outside it can look so pretty and so easy, and you know, we have the blog, we have the apartment, we have the travels, the amazing community, and it is like nothing is fake, it's all very real. But at the same time, it takes actual work. Like any relationship, it will take work, it will take communication, there will be misunderstandings, there will be hurt feelings, and then you have to talk about it, and you have to make a choice to forgive each other and move on and see the best in each other, you know? Like I think that's what we have huge respect for each other, so we always go back to that, you know, whenever there is like an offense or something is off. We go back to like, no, I know this person. We've spent all this time together. I know I can rely on this person. And I know that we can work through this.
I'm really grateful for it. I mean, we've had so many conversations over wine and walking around the neighborhood and like talking things out. But it's worth it, and I really hope that everybody gets a bestie, because it's honestly, it will make your life so much richer.
Don't be scared of the hard work, you know, pursue it, pursue the relationship, put yourself out there, you know.
And you really just have to be open to it. It takes a level of saying like, you know what, this is something I want for my life, and making room for it. Because I think a lot of people also tend to just stay in these like comfortable places, and they're like, well, I don't need another friend, or I don't need, but that's really kind of when the magic happens, and suddenly you've met someone that you didn't expect or even think you needed, and it evolves into something really, really cool. If you have any questions about anything specific, feel free to leave it down below, and maybe we can follow up with another video on specific questions.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye. Cute.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good one.